Hi, it's Sue from Kind Living. The ability to squat is an important biomarker of health, something that we wish to maintain for as long as we can. It can help us to be independent and to enjoy more activities in life. Unfortunately, a lot of us over time start to lose the capacity to squat, and that makes us more dependent on others and external devices to do just activities of daily living. I like to teach a lot of ways to enhance your ability to squat, recognizing that limitations can start at the ankle, knee, hip. We're going to do something today to work on the active end range of your hip strength and see if you can notice a difference in your capacity to do a version of a squat. So I'll be doing a modified squat here. I've got my back against the wall. And I have my students come into the squat with their feet wide, and you can see I'm not helping myself get into the squat. I'm doing this independently. So here I'm going to just measure where my big toe is, both on the right and left, so I have a little bit of a baseline measurement to see if anything changes with a simple little routine. So I'm going to start with both legs outstretched, and we're going to do a seated version of pigeon pose. So I can take my ankle onto my knee in this figure 4 shape, and then I can bend my extended leg to the point where I feel some tension in the hip here. Here's where it gets hard. I'm going to do my best not to let this leg move, and I'm going to extend my left leg. You saw it move there. So right here, this is my active end range, and I want to work that active end range. This is where positive change comes from. After holding it for a few seconds, I can park it back on that outstretched leg again. We'll do another repeat. I'll bring the leg up. I can bring it up a little higher this time. And again, the goal is to do your best not to move the leg when you remove the prop. So I'm going to remove that leg. Oh, it moved again. But right now, I'm working the rotators of my hip, which for most of us are a little deconditioned. I can park it back, bring the leg back, pause, and each time I'm getting a little more suppleness, a little more mobility of my hip joint. And then I'm working on improving the stability too. So I'm going to take that leg away. Oh, it's harder than it looks. Hold it anywhere 4-8 seconds. And then I can release. So I've worked strength and mobility here. But let's see, does that have an impact on my ability to do this modified squat? So I can come back here and easily, I can bring this leg back. So I've gained about that much just from that little sequence. So it's really helpful to give yourself a baseline measurement. Sometimes you'll see a change, sometimes you won't, and that's okay. You've still put excellent input into the tissues. It's been really good for your nervous system, and you're not just working on being more flexible, but more stable. In order for tissues to change, they need appropriate load. So that's something that's very safe, very effective, and you may just see some positive change. Give it a try. Namaste.